welcome back to another episode of Shiny Hunting for the Secret Sebi series. I'm here with none other than the Secret Sebi. Whoa. The Secret Sebi. Secret Sebi Savage. I mean, yeah, it's like a retro series. It's a throwback. So, like, we can't just randomly, add people to the throwback. Because, like, unless you can time travel, you weren't there. We don't talk about Bruno? Isn't that the whole plot of the story, or did I just miss it? Whoa! I just flung lotion all over my desk. It got everywhere. And I mean everywhere. And now my cat wants it. She wants to lick my hands. Oh my god, you guys want to hear something funny? Hey, what are you doing? Sorry. I got this, like, lotion from my mom for Christmas, like, 2 years ago, right? I remember when I got it, my dad, like, got super concerned because it has, like, the five-leaved plant, the infamous 5-leaved plant on it, and it says hemp on it, and, like, it's like lotion. Yeah. And he was like super concerned that I was breaking the law by having lotion. It was really funny. I laughed really hard. Yeah. It was really weird. Yeah, I'm gonna drink it. Yeah. Okay. And plus, it's hemp. It's not even like the stuff, Do you think I'm getting my shiny today? Okay. Thank you for believing in me. That's a secret for Sebi. Unless Sebi knows, then. Incorrect. I thought of that too. I was like, yo, that'd be crazy if it was like a perk and we got to trade Pokemon. See, it's such a good idea. Blaze had it. Do you make content, by the way? Not that kind of content. Ew. Gross. PG-13. I don't think that's even content. Unless you were recording it. True, you could be. I don't judge. Work is work, It's okay, I only judge Sebi, specifically. Harshly. On every decision he's ever made. When I had my first heartbreak. Why is this cat all over my desk? Do you guys see this? Did I even add everyone on my server? I was gonna say I meant to. I pulled it up and everything, but I don't even know if I did. Bro, wait, what? Do you actually have narcolepsy? That's hilarious. Yeah, no wonder it's so hard to get you guys to plant stuff. I was kind of wondering. I wasn't really gonna ask because, like, it's like you know, your, um, your
Issue?
personal life, you know.
I don't care to share. I mean, luckily, no one online knows who I am, so I mean, it's not going to bother me too much.
Yeah, I don't know that they could use that against you, you know. Your
No,
Honor, he
actually,
has narcolepsy. Sentenced to court. Prison.
the, the problem is work can use that against you, and yeah, it's rough.
True.
So, you know, as long as we just don't got a face with a name or anything, we all good.
I mean, I had Sebi's face and his name.
Yeah, but I don't even think you know what I look like, so.
No, I think I've only seen a picture of Nash.
Yeah, I'm redheaded, green eyes.
He is not.
Let me live my fantasy.
Dude's actually just a purple dragon.
Yeah. He's just Spyro.
He's literally Spyro. I was thinking Barney, but Barney's a dinosaur.
I mean, he's a dinosaur, yeah.
Dinosaurs and dragons are the same things, in my
I
opinion.
think.
They give off the same vibes.
Have you seen art? They're completely different.
Have I seen Arthur? Arthur's an aardvark. And that's also different.
I said Ark, sir, not Ark.
Ark?
Yes, you know the survival game.
Well, they look the same in Minecraft. And that's what I go off for my realistic.
So you think the planet's a square then?
Yeah, it's a square. They're trying to trick you. They knew that it was three-dimensional and not a disc, but they didn't want to scare everybody and be like, yeah, it's one chunk actually.
Yeah, let me open up my inventory real quick.
Bro, it's just your pockets.
Okay, how about my crafting menu then?
Bro, that's just any table anywhere.
Any tape. Just start like putting stuff on the table and just magically.
Yeah, just
become
assemble
something.
it, bro. It's okay. It's been lost in the ways of like evolution and stuff. So you just don't know how to do it. You ever think like the wind is trying to tell you stuff, but you just don't know how to hear it anymore?
Oh no. I know last night I was yelling at the lightning and all, and it just got worse. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
You angered Thor. Oh my god. So, I was watching How to Train Your Dragon, the like the whatchamacallits? The show.
About the series? Or?
Yeah, it's the show. And every time they like are gonna say something about God, they just replace God with Thor, and it's so good. And it just makes you think about people who like it sounds weird, right? Because obviously it's not God, it's Thor, right? And then you realize how weird those sayings are just on their own. And you're like, wow, saying "oh my god" is such a weird
You mean Odin?
thing to say. Is it Odin?
Yeah.
It might be Odin.
Yeah, it's like Odin's beard.
No, it's
or
thank
something
Thor,
like that.
right?
I
I
don't
swear
think
it's
they've
Thor.
used both. I think they've used Loki as well, but it's not as often.
I mean, they're all gods of different things, so I guess they might just be using them in the right context, and I just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's all Norse
I used to
mythology.
be obsessed with that show, although I try not to talk about it.
Yeah, it's a good show.
You talking about the original show?
I'm talking about
The,
Riders of
Netflix?
Berk and Defenders of Berk, specifically.
Okay.
Because that's the one I've been watching.
Yeah,
I
because
have
Race to
those
the
all on
Edge.
DVD. I thought you meant Race to the Edge.
Damn. It's a good show. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, they're
It's-
actually making a live adaptation, if I remember correctly.
That would be interesting. I don't know if I like that or not.
I don't know.
'Cause usually
I mean,
live action
I
stuff
wanna
is
watch
bad.
it, but that's about it. I don't have any opinions so far.
I don't doubt CGI has come such a long way that we could definitely recreate dragons in CGI, you know? But
Yeah.
I don't know, usually
I
they're
mean, have you
just...
seen Dragonheart? Those dragons were clean.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you're missing out. Let's see, when was Dragonheart? I think that's a little older though.
It
Oh,
smells
the first
wet.
one came out in 1996.
1996. That was like before I was even programmed.
Before you spawned into the seed.
Yeah, bro. I don't know if that was a sex joke or not.
No, like Minecraft seed.
Okay, that's what I assumed, but I was like, damn, it actually works as an innuendo unintentionally.
Yeah, I know. Like, as soon as I said it, I was thinking like, oh, Lord, this could be taken out of context. But I'm like, we're just gonna roll. It's been said.
Yeah, you're like, can't take it back now. It's in the world.
It's already been said. Let's just hope you're thinking Minecraft.
The devs didn't decide to program me in yet.
I'm in the Matrix.
They were like, we'll wait a little bit. Have you guys seen the YouTuber like Tier Zoo?
No.
He goes over like real world like animals and stuff, and like puts their like stuff into stats, and it's so cool to watch. And he like never trips up on saying any of it in the context of a video game. It is so cool.
So, what about lions?
Yeah, like he does everything.
So you watched that one. So, do you think all the Pokemon or 1 billion lions
Okay.
win, or is it million?
Give me how it would work, and I could tell you. Because there's so many different variables, right? Because is it Pokemon style turns? Like,
I mean, if you think about it, I'd say more like anime terms, pretty much. Like
anime turns? Okay. And then
yeah,
the other
like-
thing
like
is,
how you'd imagine.
are we going off of dex entries? Because if we're going off of dex entries, Magcargo solos a billion lions, a zillion lions. Magcargo destroys the entire planet. You know, like, it would just be super unfair. And like,
Well, if we're going based off anime, that they hardly do the dex like entries, pretty much.
so no turns, just attack style.
Yep, pretty much.
What about the pile of lions theory? Is that valid?
Like, were they like dogpile? Or...
Essentially, like, they get stacked on top of each other, and like every time one dies, the next one will just start fighting. And
Yeah,
like,
we'll do that.
if you think that a pile of lions, then I think that, yeah, as long as they have, you know, quote unquote moves to hit the ghost type Pokemon.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
the sheer number of
wanna, like,
lions.
if you want to do Pokemon aspect, then they can literally bite, which
Yeah.
is a dark type move,
Yeah.
or crush.
Yeah, I mean, I think their moveset's gonna be like bite, headbutt.
Slash.
Probably like hyper fang, probably. You know.
Pretty much.
But I think that the sheer number of lions would win. But like, if we're incorporating like speed stats, no way. Or like turn order, absolutely not. Because like, I mean, Mega Rayquaza, right, would just outspeed and one-shot a lion, and then outspeed and one-shot another lion, and then outspeed and one-shot another lion, you know?
So, what I'm thinking is, if you literally have a Dialga, and he's just flying in the air, he can just, like, roar of time everything. He doesn't
Yeah.
have to get on...
So the thought is like, spread moves exist, right? And so if you just had one freaking Kyogre that used Water Spout, and it would just like Oko all of the lions.
Or even Heat Wave in general. Like if you play the Mystery Dungeon games, that attacks everything in the room.
Yeah, Heat Wave is nuts. Yeah, something like Air Cutter even would just
even
brutalize.
Sandstorm.
Yeah, yeah. If you could just, yeah, because like, dude, there's no way lions get through rock types, you know. And they just all get whittled down at the same time, you know?
Well, I was thinking more like in the anime, you see a lot of blindness during a sandstorm, pretty much. Like even Black and White showed that.
Yeah, every rock type would just win.
Mm-hmm. Or even like Sand Force Garchomp.
Yeah, Sand Force Garchomp. You use Rock Slide. Done. Donezo.
We gotta bring that move up, don't we?
Oh, yeah, my bad. He had flashbacks.
Yeah. Oh crap. The rocks. They're everywhere.
That was a really weird fight.
Dude, the Charizard honestly was a great plan. It was just a sand rush with the rock slides.
Yeah, I mean, I had a way to get past it, but since I kept flinching you, I couldn't get a safe switching into the thing that would stop it. So I just kept using Rock Slide, and it just kept working. And I was like, okay, hopefully I'll die this turn. Rock Slide, flinch. Damn it, I didn't die this turn. Might as well Rock Slide again. Flinch. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I was just waiting on you to kill me.
A moveset I was thinking about was like Roost or even have Earthquake, and not bringing those, I kind of regret it.
Yeah, into my team it would have been very good.
Yeah, well, I was afraid to murder all my guys, but at the same time, if I known Rock Slide was just going to do it for you...
Yeah, but if I faced you again, I mean, obviously I'd probably bring Amon with Rock Slide, but I probably wouldn't just do the same strategy, you know?
No, I'll bring my whole team of just Rock Slide. Even better, I'll just bring a full team of Explosion.
I mean, I'll do it if you do it.
I know Nash and I were joking about that because they have like 4 Mons who can learn it.
I think he has a lot.
Yeah, because I have like Torkoal, Varoom, I have Golem, and then I got one more.
I know Nash has Weezing. I know that he has Regirock. I know those two get Explosion. I don't even remember his team after that. I have no clue. I had a plan to bring Explosion into somebody. It might have been you.
Probably.
But I don't know if that's right. It might be on my last PokePaste.
Yeah, I know my battle is going to be interesting today. It's either going to be really close or it's going to be a slug match on one side.
I mean, it's do or die. Loser's out forever. Loser gets banned from the server, so...
Dude, I could literally just use my narcolepsy as an excuse to buy out the days.
Yeah, but that would be cheating.
You got no proof on me.
True. Well...
No, I wouldn't do that anyway. I just... fight.
Yeah, that'd be so dumb.
Oh, it would be. But, you know, it's not my style. I like fighting.
I think it's better for you to fight this one.
Why do you say that?
Because I think this could give you some much needed confidence and practice. Especially if you want to win the entire thing.
Yeah.
If your
I
goal is to
guess
win the
you gotta
entire
walk.
thing, you should do this one. But if you just
Yeah,
want to
I'm
make it
not
as
like-
far as you can, get, you know, 3rd or 4th place, you know.
No, I always want to make sure I beat Mahara. Once I do that, I'm settled.
Don't you have to beat Mooney first?
Yeah, he's on my bucket list.
It'd be really cool if you, like, won all the way up, and then, like, beat Mooney, beat Mihara, beat me, and then beat, Legendary.
Will?
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be a cool story.
Yeah, I had to, like, literally just climb the whole ladder to get
Yeah.
there.
Dude, that's what. Oh.
Could you imagine how stressful that would be, though?
Hey, that's what I did, season 1. I lost first round to Glaceon.
Alright, let's get this done.
Alright, battle time.
Huh?
Blaze, you ready?
You ready? Yeah, I'm ready.
I am streaming, by the way. So
Hi, chat.
nobody's here. Nobody
No.
watches my content.
Oh. I watch your content.
Where are you? There hasn't
Yeah,
been
you're
a
not
single word
watching
in
it
my
right
chat.
now.
It's been 25 minutes, bro. There hasn't been a single word in my chat.
What are you talking about? I've been talking this whole time.
You know, it's gonna be really funny when, like, a really, really bad thing happens in your guys' match, and then I get a shiny, and I'm like, yeah, let's go! Somebody gets, like, a key para or a key flinch, and then I just start screaming.
Odian.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Yo.
Is move 3 on Mon 6 what you actually wanted, or?
Yeah, it doesn't get.
Okay.
Fascinating.
Eh. Well, I guess I'll just resend you my paste. Cause why not?
Okay.
Alright, y'all.
Odian paste is good.
You guys ready for me to set?
I'm
Don't worry,
not.
Odin. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh crap! I just refreshed the whole thing.
Alright, both
Just deletes
Odian
his
and
team.
Gabe's pastes are good. Y'all will send me a battle link. We'll mod
You
this.
wanna add? You wanna add me or you want me to add you?
Oh man, this is gonna be fun. The battle of all battles.
Okay, wait, that's the final fight. We're not there yet.
In my mind, this is the final
Sebi, you
fight.
can't speed it up that fast.
Hey, Odin, what's your name?
I ain't fighting today.
Do you wanna take a wild
You're
guess?
not even there, Snappy!
Do you wanna take a wild guess on my game?
Is it Odin or?
It might be Dark Odian. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I think it's
I checked.
I think it has a
Either A
0.
or-
The Odian is a 0. Yeah, the O is a 0.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
think
probably.
it might be that.
Dark Zero
Okay,
Dean.
there he is. Challenge. Let's do random battle. 'cause why not?
No.
Yes!
I don't know,
Let's
random
go! Ranbats time. Sebi, we need to do an off season where it's just Ranbats.
Or just a one season where it's all randoms.
Yep.
Untitled 1 challenge.
You draft a Pokemon and it's a random moveset.
Oh no, that'd be even worse.
You have to
Okay.
use a random. You have to use a random number generator to determine to determine the moves.
Okay. What's going on?
I'm ready to sell. That's what I'm ready to do.
For how much?
No, just like completely lose the battle. Sweet.
Oh. Let's do.
Hold on, I'm not in there.
Actually, I'm in a good mood. I got my
Let's do
10th.
this.
Yo, hey, whoa.
We're not starting. We're not starting. Don't worry.
Oh.
You know. I got my permit today. I'm wearing my Barbie fit. We chilling.
Yo. Yo, where's this battle at? Do you guys even challenge
I
each
was
other yet?
grabbing the link. I just got in and like they were already sending out their mods.
All we
Bro.
did was throw.
It's been
shit on it.
10 weeks, years. I'm ready.
You know,
All right, peoples. Link has been posted. Dang. Let the battle begin.
Begin.
Dun
So,
dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
okay.
This will be a marker.
Watch them all laugh. Whoever wins here, Mooney's just gonna ping like, all right, when we battling.
That'd be really funny.
Really?
Ooh.
I expect the tailwind, honestly.
No.
I'm on my 15-minute break.
Dinner. 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 Dinner.
And I was actually...
Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Sorry.
Never mind.
Time to do something. We're just battling.
I've been here though, I was literally just talking.
I heard.
I'm just gonna sit on this concrete floor outside my job and cry. It's really busy. And I'm stressed. And I'm sad.
Yo, we're on turn 3. Nothing's died. It's insanity.
And there have been 2 trick rooms.
No, he trick roomed once and then Misty Terrain opened up that cancels trick room.
That's not how that works.
That's what
No, no, I re-trick roomed.
He trick roomed again so that way he could get the speed back.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
So I just noticed something like horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So, random question. What? It's not exactly not information people know. You always talk about it. So obviously we work in a Walmart.
I'm on stream, by the way.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I said
Okay.
it's not exactly.
Okay. I just
not
want to make
common
sure.
knowledge. You've mentioned it many times. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, there's several Walmarts around the. You know.
The area.
Yeah. Do we get? I know we get an associate discount in Walmart, but if there's a glasses place in there, do we get a discount for that too, or is that?
I don't know. That's something you would have to talk with people about. I wouldn't know.
Because I think my vision's changing. Because I'm starting to barely be able to see out of my glasses. I think my vision's getting worse. So I need to go get. Oh my god! I forgot I had my person.
Oh.
I'm so sad.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I did a thing.
Bro, that was... Bro, this battle is wild.
I know.
Oh!
Oh shit! Yo! What?
That might be trouble.
That was
We'll get
huge.
That might just be a little bit of guys.
That was the play. It's funny because I just have Gets's music playing in the background.
Yeah, you have the right music, bro.
That might be a little bit of a problem. Just a little buckle point.
Oh. No, screw it. We're doing it.
Oh,
I
Whoa.
cannot believe that killed.
that's insane. What?
I gotta get that thing on field. Yeah, I gotta get that thing.
Bro has shell smash.
Oh,
Bro has shell smash on a Torkoal, bro. Who's running these sets? Who's running these sets? What is this?
This might be problematic for people.
Bro,
Just a little bit.
bro, first special T-Tar and then shell smash. Shell smash Torkoal.
I'm so sad. Every time I put money in my bank account, something pulls. You know how Xbox been trying to take money for like weeks? They took my money.
Oh lord.
Oh, Lord,
no.
he come.
Only one thing to do. Only one thing to do.
And that is to cry.
Protect the fake out. Or the fighting type move. That was another thing.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Bro's getting annihilated by by hacks.
You do your thing.
After all of this,
Do the thing.
is it a 6-0?
Do the thing. Dragon Pulse. And Heat
It
Wave.
is. Oh my god.
Damn. That was a battle.
That was wild.
All the delays finally got to
I'm
Gabe.
gonna lose it. Like, I thought Tom Bufini was dead for a second. I'm like, I might need her. GG Odin. Wait, did he leave?
Who left?
Yeah.
He laughed.
Frick.
He was
I
feeling
was
good.
just like, is it because I bothered him? Was that my fault?
I mean,
Okay.
it just get 6-0'd.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Oh,
leave
wait,
after a
what?
6-0 too.
Yeah, Gabe just 6-0'd him.
But that
I
don't
mean,
work.
Bro did spend days redoing the theme at our house.
That is what happens when we let people prep for like over almost a week.
That is what should
By the
happen
way-
every battle.
If I turn my camera on, nobody on stream can see it for you, right, Snappy?
Nope. No one on
Dude.
stream can see your Walmart.
You can show my
Dude, I
mistake.
play-
Actually, it's not even a mistake.
Dude, I feel like I played that well, honestly, the switching and all.
But
The switching was
I got
interesting.
myself
I would not have done the switching, but I would have. I don't know. It was more risky, but the reward was a 6-0. You know.
Dude, so I was either predicting a fighting type move from Lopunny or it was fake out. I'm like,
By the
it's
way,
1 to 2, so Charizard's gonna have to take it.
Yeah, that was a good play. I definitely would have made the same play there
Hey, Subby,
because like
What's
there
up?
obviously wasn't like a dizzy punch coming out or
can
anything
you
like
go to
that.
Team Pokemon real quick?
Boy.
No, dude, I studied a lot of like Lopunny plays, and it's usually Drain Punch or Fake Out.
And I mean, dude, it's more. I mean, Lopunny's obviously more of a one-trick pony, right? Very rarely do you even see coverage on it. It does get the elemental punches, but very, very
Yeah.
rarely do you ever see that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just by watching Odian's battles and looking through his like Pokepaste and all, I knew what was going on.
Yeah, it's hard to stop a Lopunny, especially with its normal and fighting coverage being able to hit ghost types. So your really only option is a flying type, which was good that you got to one switch in as a flying type Charizard, and then two be Mega Charizard Y
Yeah.
instead of Mega Charizard X.
Dude, Torkoal put a lot more work than I expected, honestly.
Torkoal Shell Smash is a move of all time, I guess.
Dude. So I was looking at Shell Smash, and I read that it boosts special attack as well. And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
Torkoal's gonna do it.
It boosts special attack, but you're doubling a base 20 speed to get to base 40. So even with a Shell Smash up, both Lopunny and Crobat both outsped you.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's kind of
I knew
risky.
that was going to happen, but I mean, Torkoal's defenses and HP though.
Yeah, if you build it, it's fine.
Plus, if you've noticed, every battle Odian's done, there is only one special attacker, and it's his Iron Valiant. So once that was basically taken care of, I mean, Hydrapple can be, but he's hardly used it. But
I was gonna say,
once
I don't even know what Hydrapple does.
yeah, I don't know what it does either. But once that Iron Valiant was taken out of play, it was fine for Torkoal.
Did he post his Pokepaste? Yes. Post your Pokepaste.
Oh yeah. Well,
By the way, that Iron Valiant was physical.
yeah, but he always has like Moonblast on it. Is what I'm saying. Like Moonblast.
Oh, it did have
Dazzling
Moonblast. It's mixed? Hmm.
Yeah, it's
It's not
mixed.
a bad idea.
Like
It's not
every
terrible,
battle
but it's, I mean, you're not
Iron
investing.
Valiant, it's literally it's had Moonblast except one fight, which it had Dazzling.
Does it not get play rough?
I don't know. I think he just wanted coverage, maybe like having a special move just in case. Anyway. Oh wait, I can just copy and paste it. Yeah.
You have Mooney next, right?
Yeah.
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 If you want to, just go ahead and challenge Mooney.
Yeah, just
If you're feeling
I need to
ballsy.
get home. I'm at a gas station. I was literally in the parking lot just having a conversation. Odian appeared. I'm like, I guess we're fighting in a gas station.
Bro fought at a gas station. What?
What do you thought
That's
this
it.
man was home?
that's funny. Bro just went in. Bro just is sitting in a gas station. It's towing.
What, like, I'm gonna sit in a gas station, fill up my gas, and go. Okay,
No,
think about it.
no.
Also,
I need to fill up the tank.
did
but
your
I'm
did
like,
you
we gotta battle first.
did you do your trick room play on
Anyway.
purpose?
What's that?
Did you do your trick room play on purpose?
So I was predicting Tailwind because he's normally done, especially with the sun out.
Yeah.
I was thinking he was going Tailwind. Then he went more physical, and I'm like, crap, this was an error.
Yeah, because
I might have to
Marowak
play
was the
around it.
slowest, one of the slowest things
No,
on the
I
field.
kind of just saw the ending of that battle, and I went like, no. The moment I saw you won, and I saw how many months you won with, and I go like, yes.
Yeah, dude. And then I saw that Marowak out. I'm like, dude, I know in the back of my mind that's going to like take out Torkoal. So I'm like, I gotta switch. I gotta make sure I got someone who's going to be possibly slower
Yeah,
than
to
a
take that
Marowak.
hit.
And I was hoping Tapu Fini would have, but
I'm
the
just
problem
making-
was,
Sebby, you're muted, just in case you didn't know. Unless you do know, then I'm sorry for interrupting. But
the main problem was the whole dang no Tailwind. And I'm like, crap. So
Yeah, he
I
didn't
was
even
thinking-
bring it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
no.
thinking how to play around it, and then it hit me. I'm like, oh yeah, I can just trick room again. I'm just gonna have to waste a turn.
That was
I
it
want-
was a dumb play, but a smart play. Like you
Mm-hmm.
played, the way that he reacted to how you played was good in your favor. He still played well, but like,
Mhm.
damn.
So I want you to know, like, it was smart that he called, he called Fake Out on Lopunny. Fake Out wasn't even on Lopunny. He did not bring Fake Out.
Well, at the same time, like I said, it's either fake out or the fighting move. That's what I was expecting was gonna happen, and one of the two did happen at least.
Yeah, Lopunny was Agility, Ice Punch, Quick Attack, and Drain Punch. That's why I questioned him. That's why I questioned him before the battle. I was like, hey, are you sure that's the move you, like, is move 3 the move
It
you
doesn't-
actually after?
Yeah, it doesn't get E speed.
Yeah, were
And
you
it was
questioning
double
agility?
No, it was
No, I was
Quick
questioning
Attack.
Quick Attack. Because I thought, maybe he maybe he meant to put fake out or something. So I was like, let me question him real quick, make sure that's what he was after. And then he was like, yeah, it doesn't get E speed, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
I
drag.
don't.
Oh, that's why he said E-speed. Okay.
When he said that, I was like, okay, something on his team has quick attack. I just knew. So like, for him to say that was probably not smart, but like, I knew at that point something had
I'm
quick
gonna
attack.
be honest. Odeon kind of cut out for me, and I didn't know what he said. I heard like something, but it was slurred.
He said, no, it doesn't get E speed. And I was like, oh, I mean, that's not what I was questioning for, but you know, okay.
Yeah.
As long as sure that's what he wants.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about Pokemon is you predict what they have, and if they don't have it, you either get rewarded because that's the worst thing they could have had, or you get screwed over because they obviously used a completely different move than what you thought they were going to use, right? Like,
So when I saw, I want Garrow, because Garrow, I don't know if you know how much prep work Gabe did for this battle.
What?
Oh yeah,
The one time that I said I was proud, I was very proud of Gabe.
No, so Gabe was over here at my apartment. We were talking about the battle. So this was the day that where Odeon had pretty much had canceled on battling last second or something. I don't even remember what the exact thing was. I think he just couldn't get a hold of him.
No, he said he was going to stream, remember?
Oh yeah, he said he was gonna stream. He didn't have time for the battle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Gabe got mad, took a team that I think he had built in like 20 minutes, completely dismantled it, and then sat down, started investigating every Poke paste Odeon made, and started like writing notes.
Brother, who hurt you?
Odeon.
Brother!
I have the notes in my car if you want to look at them.
I want to see the notes. I want to see the notes.
What makes it funnier is he literally wrote down every move that was on each Pokemon, every Terra it had ever terra'd into, how many times each move aim. I'm sitting here, I'm watching him do this on my couch.
Well, now we know to never fuck with Gabe because he's not gonna take notes.
What makes me laugh the most about it is that Sebi goes like, "Babe, I'm just gonna show you how much he is worried about this."
No, take a picture of the notes real quick, Gabe, like, and just send that. Cause like,
I was about to like pull up FaceTime.
oh, that's even better.
Well, don't do it while you're driving.
So you can run.
Oh no, don't worry, I'm parked still.
Oh, nice. Bro hasn't moved yet. What?
Hold on, crush Odeon.
Oh, crush Odeon. Jesus Christ.
Look at this shit. How many times it was used?
And like this is like the one point I could have been no more proud of Gabe.
Right. Look at that.
It's only Mega, so I saw Lopunny, I knew it was going to Mega. And then Hydrapple, he's used a bit.
Bro has a page per Pokemon.
Per Pokemon, yeah.
Krogan. Even
Do you want
Krogan.
therapy? Do you want therapy?
I got my therapy, I won.
He needed to win.
Leafeon, Robat.
I wanted to like tell Odeon about this prep work that he
Like,
fucking
look,
did.
Tailwind, 4 times. I was expecting it.
That's funny. That's funny because, like, bro, if you had to do this for me, you'd only have like 4 battles to go off of.
Yeah.
I know, that was the issue. Like, I watched your battles, I got nothing off of it.
I just love the fact that you did all this prep and he still did things you were just not expecting.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Wasn't expecting stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's Dragon
I-
there.
I just find it hilarious that all this prep work for this battle.
I mean,
Yeah, I win.
And just respawn his crush Odeon.
Deserved. I mean,
The goal was Crush Odin.
6-0 works.
yeah.
Oh, I told him, I said, because after watching him do this for like 5 hours total, I literally told him, I'm like, if you lose this battle, I'm not letting you live it down.
I would have let myself live it down. That's what I told him.
None of us who knew about this would have let you live it down.
That was interesting.
The most one you would have
Dude.
gotten it from was from Will.
Yeah, dude. So literally, I saw like Tapu Fini 8% HP. I'm like, you better not die on me, Tapu Fini. You get back. I want you alive.
You get back to that goddamn field.
Yeah. You see, I can be really laid back, but when I get ticked off, I get really, really ticked off.
You know, it's funny because I say to myself, I've never seen Gabe this pissed. Now I know how pissed he can get. I do not want to trigger it.
Oh, trust me, that was the surface.
That was the surface.
I've gotten much worse.
God, that looks like the demon coming out.
Oh no, you don't want to see the demon.
It's okay.
Oh no, Dave had said like he had thought about dropping right then and there.
Blaze, see, even with his full demon out, he still couldn't beat me.
Be careful, you might.
I wanna see him win. I wanna see him beat me. I'd love to see it.
Trust me,
You might be calling for a challenge right there.
Clearly, Gabe, now you need to just ping Mooney and just be like, yo, when we're battling.
Battle right now. No balls. Just
Well,
build.
well,
What are you doing? You should be building right now.
Build a team, and then when I'm done, I'll text him.
Okay. You should be building right now.
Battle without a team.
Just use the same thing you just used.
Remember, the good thing about Gabe is that even if he wins, he has composure.
All Gabe wants is to face Mihara. He does not care if he loses after he beats Mihara. He wants to beat Mihara and then he will be happy.
Yeah, he couldn't beat me anyway, so.
Like I want to beat you.
Yeah, I'm not good. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of his time.
Not worthy of the note.
Yeah, I'm not worthy.
Okay, sorry, Dave. I am fishing that part of the
Bros, instead of doing research on this season's battles, he's gonna go join AA Draft League and watch all of those battles back like 3 seasons
Oh,
back.
Jesus Christ.
Shaq, you want to invite me? I'll figure out your strategy.
I mean, it would be good preparation for going up against Goose and Tim.
True, Goose and Tim.
This is fucking hilarious. I have been waiting for this battle for so long now, and I'm just like, yo, I'm happy.
So I was thinking about this earlier, and I'm like, could you imagine people wait for this, and it's like kind of the final for One Punch Man season 1? Well, like literally, Saitama could have just finished.
Everybody was in the car, and I got it. Wait. Where's the man there? Where's Will in that skit?
I know, right?
Yeah, Will didn't care.
Dude, Terrace Elements did a lot more than I expected.
I did not
honestly.
expect it to kill whatever it killed.
I wasn't worried about Nash coming in because I got like Nash. Nash is it's like hit or miss sometimes with these battles.
It dual wing beated and then flamethrowered a spirit tube.
It did not flamethrower. It Terror
That
Blast.
was fire Terror Blast.
Oh, that fire Terror Blast.
Yeah.
So I know that you guys weren't called, but I didn't enter into winter because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't coming in with a migraine. It's on now.
Sorry guys, like that looked like the flamethrower animation.
It was the flamethrower animation. That's why I got really confused. I was like, flamethrower special Salamence with Moxie, and then I was like, oh no, it's Terror Blast.
Oh, yeah, dude. So, after the first Moxie, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna do damage because I have a Life Orb on him too.
Yeah,
No,
I'm sure your Life Orb max attack.
I was going like that ending. I was going like, God damn it, this much shit. And Torkoal wasn't even phased by that punch.
I don't know, dude. Shell Smash Torkoal, I did not expect it to be that good.
I'm not a fan of Shell Smash Torkoal. It worked, but
It worked.
I'm not a fan of it. I might not use it for Mooney, but I do love that.
okay.
shot.
But you should at least think about using it for Mooney, because Mooney's team is like
List,
an ice team.
Another list of mods of been
Bunch
doing
of
the
grass
research.
types.
I think the main problem with Mooney's team is the Latios.
Just beat it.
Just beat the Latios.
Just beat it.
Just bring Fairy.
Is it Latios or Latios?
It's Latios.
Has a separate
Oh.
research just for
Why are you
mods.
afraid of it?
I love it.
Because of the soul, dude, and it's so fast.
Yeah, but like, it doesn't hit that hard because it's Latios instead of Latios. It's just more bulky.
I think the only risk with Shell Smash Torkoal would be Max Caliber with the Thermal Exchange.
Yeah, but it doesn't live a hit.
I mean, I could always put Earthquake.
By
That
the
would do
way,
less
Sebby,
damage.
That would actually do less damage.
Because Thermal Exchange doesn't make it immune. Thermal Exchange just makes it give it an attack stat. Nope, it just raises its attack. It still gets hit by fire type
Is it
moves
like
for neutral
Rock
damage.
slide? Is it like Rock Slide or Stone Edge you can use?
Yeah, oh, that too. Like,
Yo, bro, one Shell Smash Tailwind Torkoal into Rock Slide.
Yeah.
Oh
I'm
god.
certainly not expected.
If you did that, I'd throw up.
That's interesting.
yeah, dude, I'm so glad I brought that Tailwind too.
Yeah, you matching the Tailwind made you outspeed Crobat and something else for one turn with Torkoal.
I think it was Iron Valiant. No, I think I killed Iron Valiant beforehand. Because I needed that thing gone, because if it, like, Terra Fairy'd and all, that it would have probably screwed me over.
Also, he ran Terra Dragon, or not Terra Dragon, but Dragonium Z Fickle Beam, which, fun fact, does less damage than a full power Fickle Beam.
What?
So, yeah.
I mean, but then, granted, you're rolling the dice of whether you're actually going to get the full power.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think there probably was a better item, though.
Alright. Well, anyway, I'll be right back. I'm gonna finally get into the gas station.
This whole time he has not
He's
put
just been
gas.
sitting at the gas station in his, like, Nissan Rogue or whatever.
Dude has been sitting in a gas station just doing stuff for battles.
No, I was waiting for the battle to happen because I see a replay link, but I feel like that's probably from something else.
Nope.
That was a battle of all time.
It took like 4 turns for something to die.
When he trick roomed in the Marowak's face, I thought the game was over. Because Marowak is a trick room wall breaker. It is one of the strongest Pokemon in the entire game.
No, but also with Marowak, it's once you know him, it's easy to take him out.
I mean, right, if you play Marowak well, it should take 3 to 4 KOs per game.
Yeah, but then knockoff, like, hurts it pretty badly.
If you play
Yeah.
Marowak well, you should never get knocked off. I think there was only one time ever in the other draft league when it had 19 kills that it got knocked off. I think it only got knocked off once.
Well, granted, to be fair, I think it would easily happen more often in this season in AA because a lot more faster things get knockoff now.
Do they?
Yeah,
Zeraora being allowed in AA means you've got an ultra fast knockoff.
I mean, it's always been allowed in AA. Zeraora's been
but
around
there's many
since
people
season
that
2.
actually use it.
No, in season 4, the Irish Bandits had it.
No.
They played it really well, and that's when I beat them, because I ran special Archeops. I had 2 flying types in on 2 electric types, and they were like, "Oh, we can just set up," and I ran Heat Wave and Earthquake. That was wild.
So it wasn't entirely special.
No, it was Heat Wave, Marowak, Earthquake, Dragonite. No, it was all special. It was all special Archeops. It had Air Slash, Roost, and I think Ancient Power, maybe. But yeah, it was an all special. But I mean, Archeops has 112 special attack stat, so it's not like it's terrible.
Where the fuck is it?
What, Archeops?
No! My deck card!
Oh.
I checked my wallet, it's not there!
Also, you'd catch me insane if you thought I was bringing Marowak to a water fight.
Well,
Because, like,
Terra typing now, it's not a terrible idea.
I don't know. I mean,
So obviously you could just Terra it something else.
true, and that's what we did, but when they restricted our Terras down to 3 Terras, we were like, it's not that good. If you notice
Yeah,
the fact that,
I don't know about doing more restrictions, like restricting more things and actually taking out the restricted option.
that's
next
ironic. Well, they're bringing Megas
Yeah.
back.
Well, they didn't say that they were.
Yeah, they did. Riley
Well,
said
not
that.
when I last spoke to them, they didn't.
I don't know. I heard that Riley said they were because we're bringing the new games are gonna have megas.
The
so.
sign of megas. So everybody's going like they're bringing megas back.
But if you notice about our team this season doesn't prioritize Terras at all. Like, we have a restricted and another tier 0 that can't Terra, and
So did we.
our Pokemon aren't even good with Terra, because we were like, wow, if Terra's so restrictive, we should not even care about using it. You know, like, Terra should almost never come up in our fights, which is why I think people like who all has like super good Terras. I think Lex has really good Terras. The Irish Bandits have really good Terras. And the Irish Bandits, I think that's their problem, is they have like 5 Pokemon that need to Terra, and you know, you obviously can't Terra all of them. You know, like Ursaluna wants to Terra every single time it hits the field. But you also have things like Electros that wants to Terra, you know, which would be nice to, be more defensive. Or
I'd
Mr.
argue
Mime.
Electro isn't a good one for Terra.
True.
It's already got its best type.
It doesn't have any weaknesses, but you could keep it alive longer. Well, Electros is not bulky enough. It's bulky enough to survive a neutral hit, you know? A neutral hit or 2, it's bulky enough to survive. But it's not going to be doing impressive damage, you know? It's not going to be doing crazy things. Whereas, like, if you did, like, Coil and then Terra fighting Drain Punch, like, it could live a lot and be very, very strong. But obviously, if you have Ursaluna on your team, you should never do that, you know? Like,
No. There's just no point.
yeah, because you'd be making your Ursaluna so much worse by not.
Unless you can figure out a way to just basically have Ursaluna as a looming threat. So people are so terrified of it, they just ignore other things.
Yeah, and I think that's part of their success, to be completely real. I think that having Ursaluna has scared so many people that even when they don't even bring it at all on their team, you've prepped so much for this Ursaluna that doesn't come that you could have had such good moves for Garchomp or such good moves for, Electros or things like that,
On one hand, I do agree, but at the same time, me and Mooney also beat them by over-preparing for Ursaluna, and Ursaluna never turned up.
True,
And we
but
still beat them.
you also just have natural counters for the team, right? Like, you body both of
True.
their ground types easily. Water types get such good coverage. And
I
even
feel like
your
we
ground types get, like, ice punch and stuff, which is always very good.
Swampert, but I don't
Swampert
think
does...
we even brawled.
I think Zeraora does as well, no? Does Zeraora
I'm not sure
get
it has
Ice
Ice
Punch?
Punch?
Well, I think that
In fact,
scared them...
I'm pretty sure.
I think that scared them
pretty
out
certain
of
it doesn't.
bringing Ursaluna, right? I thought it did. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, because I think we tried to see if it did, because then I genuinely think Zeraora could have gone on its own against a lot more of the teams.
Yeah,
But
obviously
I
you
think
guys
it's
have
just
it.
Thunder and Fire.
It's like Boltund. Boltund doesn't get Ice Fang.
Yeah.
That also
Really
made me
annoying.
mad. That's part of the reason why we traded it. But yeah. Your team is really good into theirs, which, in my opinion, your team is one of the only teams that's good into the Irish Bandits, because the Irish Bandits have such good synergy across their entire
Yeah.
team.
Just it was annoying that we got like beaten by Lex so bad, just because Lex hadn't been using Dragon Ball at all the entire season, and then
why
all of
is-
a sudden bringing it out against us.
Why has Lex been doing so good all of a sudden?
Because he's been using Dragon Ball. The minute he started using Dragon Ball, he's been winning.
I don't think he used Dragon Ball in his last fight. He may
Pretty
have.
sure he
I don't-
did. He definitely did for the last few, maybe not the one last fight.
Yeah.
Definitely mine and the one afterwards.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff. It's kind of wild. Who knocked him out? I think the Irish Bandits knocked him out, right? Knocked him to the losers?
You, wasn't it?
I don't think so. No,
Yeah.
because I
We
faced
just battled him.
I haven't battled him. I faced the electric type team. I faced
You didn't face him because you were preparing for it the whole time.
I faced Tim. Yeah, I didn't I was talking about Lex.
Oh, yeah.
Who knocked Lex
isn't
out?
yet.
Who knocked Lex to the losers? I think it's the Irish Bandits, right?
Might have been.
I thought so. I'm excited to see those fights. I would love to see me and the Irish Bandits in the final. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Me and Tim would also be fun, but then Tim would have the chance to win, 4 or 5 in a row or whatever. And I think that's annoying.
I think this is 4.
It'd be 4 in a row. Yes. It would be kind of cool for me and Glaceon to beat the reigning champion 3 seasons in a row, but it would also suck to lose to Tim for his
For his 4th win. In
yeah, exactly.
a row.
We made it 2nd place. That puts me on Goose strategies. Because Goose did the same thing.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think my team is that good. I think it's crazy how this ragtag team of what I consider
You're fucking black.
yeah, it sucks a lot.
It does not suck.
Bro, its best move is Icicle Spear. Base 25. If you're telling me a base 25 move is great. What?
It's obviously boosted by stab.
Oh no, it's
Give it-
base
give it
30.
loaded dice. Give it loaded dice. That's
You were.
pretty decent,
I
considering
mean,
its fucking absurd
using-
attack stat.
using Karen Black and having to use loaded dice is like giving it no item at all and Ice Punch. It's not. It's kind of sucks.
It's a better Icicle Spear than our Dono.
I mean,
And
yeah,
Dugong,
but
these-
Icicle Spear
these-
isn't used competitively because it's not good. It's only used on Cloyster
Competitively.
because Cloyster has
Yeah.
skill link.
Yeah.
Cloyster guaranteed hits 5 times.
I'm fairly sure that Anzac may have used Icicle Spear on one of theirs. might have even been to Titan, to be honest.
I don't think so.
Obviously, I know the 601 Goose was like just earthquaking everything and icicle crash and shit. But I'm fairly certain they've used icicle
I
spear
thought it
at
was
some
Ice
point.
Spinner, maybe. I don't know. I may be wrong. It might have been Icicle Spear, but I mean, after a belly drum, yeah, if Kiram got belly drum, I'd be down to have just Icicle Spear, you know?
Oh yes, it's making even more absurdly high attack stat Pokemon.
Exactly.
Even more.
He needs it. He's so
No, he
bad.
doesn't need
Out of
it.
all of the restricteds, he's like by far the worst. I didn't even want him. I didn't want Kiram. I didn't want Kiram. I didn't want Kiram. Zekrom would have been such, one, better for my team, and two, a better Pokemon. Defensively and offensively. Because at least it would have got Fusion Bolt. Orange, welcome to the stream. Or, what is the Fusion, what is it? What is the base,
Bolt Strike.
Bolt Strike. Yeah, the 130. And say it gets base 100.
Yeah.
I got cool Riz lines. Yo, Riz?
Next Fusion Bolt is the base 100 one. And
I
I'm
see.
very certain.
Yeah,
Kiram
Kiram gets the base 100 one, which is very good, obviously. I would love to hear your cool Riz lines. Oh, Orange. Yeah, it does get the base 100 one, which is good, but it's not stab, you know. It's kind of, it's decent. But the only goal, when I drafted this team, the only goal that I wanted was I wanted, God, what is it called? I wanted Zekrom and I wanted Victini because I wanted the Fusion Bolt Fusion Flare combo, which I've never gotten to work once in this entire draft. So
I think you've used it.
I've used it a lot. I brought it to probably 50% and just couldn't get them on the field or couldn't get them to have similar speed. So, you know. You're an absolute catch. Can I claim you as mine? I don't know if that's a Riz line. Unless Riz lines don't have to be puns.
If they're calling you a Magikarp, then yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if it's a Pokemon joke, then yeah, it would probably work. I drafted that. The other thing that I wanted was Electric Terrain and Bolt Strike, or Fusion Bolt, whatever the base 100 one was. Just to boost that so that I could even get some decent damage on it, which that obviously has worked. But yeah, I mean, Victini is not the best Pokemon. Kyurem Black is not, you know, like when Zacian and Xerneas are legal, like obviously Kyurem Black is just in the dumpster.
Zacian uncrowned that was legal. It wasn't Zacian crowned.
Yeah, but even then, dude, what is it? 160 attack stat?
Yeah.
And
Steven
one of the
traded
best
it away.
and one of the best typings in the
You know,
game.
Well, yeah, but me and Mooney managed to just absolutely obliterate that poor
Oh,
Zacian.
yeah, I
Easily countable.
I made it
Countable.
useless. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's interesting
Was it-
because the knowledge in that server blows my mind, right? Because obviously everybody planned for the restricteds, almost exclusively planned for the restricteds and planned a team around it. And obviously you'd be insane to have Xerneas on your team and not bring it to the battle, right? So like, you know, I don't know. It's really weird. Can I catch you as my
Xerneas is a bit-
Pokemon?
Hey,
I used a pun like that to get my girlfriend to prom once. Yeah. I don't know. It's very weird because I feel like this is the meta that I thrive in, which is everybody has their big Pokemon and they're guaranteed bringing their biggest Pokemon, and you just have to plan to decently counter that, you know?
see, this is why, like, I think me and Mooney a lot of the time tried to think of ways that we didn't have to bring Kyogre.
Yeah, I mean, when I had the kind of like adjacent version of your team, I didn't bring it that often, and I had a lot of interesting battles without Kyogre. So, but I also think that bit me in the butt because I didn't know how to use it to its fullest potential, and I think that's why I lost.
I think it's the trouble that I've been having in that draft league is that I've been drafting Pokemon I've basically turned into over relying on.
Yeah, you get really
Because
used to a
obviously
lot.
Kyogre was one, Vitavolt was the other one.
Yeah. I think it's interesting because there's this like best of one games are really interesting because you normally in like a best of three you get really used to your team because you can't change it, right? Like in VGC you cannot change your team, so you get really used to how to play with it. In a draft league it's different, right? Because not only can you change the movesets on your Pokemon, but you can change everything about them. You can change their items. You can change even what Pokemon they are to a certain extent, right? Like, you have 12 Pokemon. You can swap them in and out. So it's definitely very interesting and very weird. And knowing that I thrive in a metagame that's mildly predictable makes me kind of sad that I didn't go to any Pokemon events this year because I thrive in this meta, right? Where there's one restricted, which is exactly what we did in ours, and then, you know, everything else is built around it. I wonder if I would have done decently well in VGC this year, because Regulation G is right now. Phoenix, we can hear your music, just so you know. I just don't want to get copyrighted. I don't know what it is.
Just trailers.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm looking at some new stuff. If it wasn't through Chrome, it probably wouldn't have gone through. But I'm watching it through Upper GX.
Oh, gotcha. That makes sense. Who are you playing with? It's myself. I have 2 controllers in front of me.
Where's the fucking file there? Piss off, you wanker.
What kind of sport are you watching? I assume that it's soccer.
I'm not watching, I am playing FIFA.
You're playing FIFA, okay. So I was right with the sport, at least.
Yeah, just I wasn't watching, I'm playing. Because there's no football that's on this late in the evening.
I meant the British guy. The British guy's name is Darrow, and we're just vibing in a Discord call.
Yeah.
That's typically how it goes. We always vibe in some type of Discord call.
Yeah, it's never the same.
We're always either chatting or we're very quiet.
We just kind of, instead of us lurking in chat, we just lurk in the Discord call.
Yeah, we just look at the Discord call.
Is he live now? Nobody else is live but me.
Who's he?
He is Garrow. I know that because they asked who's the British guy, and then like, is he live? So they talk about Garrow.
I mean,
at least
it's running on.
I'm pretty sure. I was gonna say they asked for your link last time, so
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to put your link if you want it.
I don't have one.
I say, just throwing it out there.
I don't record. I haven't started recording anything yet.
Is he as sweet as a smile? I would say that Garrow is as sweet as a smile.
No. Thanks.
You want to go for a drink sometime?
Yo, Garrow.
Yeah.
Sebi wants to go for a drink.
Have you thought about what you're gonna draft for next season?
Yeah. I'm trying to. I'm debating between either doing Psychic Monotype or just drafting whatever the hell I wanted to choose.
I mean, you could pull up Richard and just use a random number generator.
I'm just gonna do that because I can't even think of any other one.
I think personally, I find doing random number generators a bit boring because it's like there's no thought process from me behind it to make it a good strategy.
Yeah, like imagine you did a random number generators all support Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Oh,
you'd just be done.
support.
I mean, that's what I'm working with this season, so I guess like, that's not too far fetched, right?
What I'm thinking about, like, how has Richard not landed himself in that position?
I mean, he kind of has. This season, he doesn't have a lot of offensive pressure. I guess to be fair, last season he didn't
He's my
either.
favorite Pokemon. I can't
Yeah, but
ever
last
criticize
season he
Richard
was
for
like
using my favorite.
fourth, like I think it was like 4th or 5th place. This season he just really struggled because he just didn't have time to team build for like most of the weeks. So he would just use the same team that he used week 1.
It wasn't exactly like he was doing bad. He wasn't
Sounds
getting
like
demolished.
I was gonna say, sounds like Steve-O. Steve-O did the
He
same
just
thing.
builds one team and then just, hopes for the
No,
best.
Steve-O doesn't do that. Steve-O is very much a heavy planner.
Yeah,
his
but
teams.
when he can't plan, he uses the same team. He did that like 2 or 3 times this last season. He just used a team that had been built before, that he built for somebody else.
He had reasons and stuff. He was like,
Oh
he was
yeah,
moving
no,
back a lot.
I obviously he didn't have time, right? Like I get that,
Yeah.
respect, but yeah.
Oh, you don't play.
Dude, when I team built with him, holy shit, my head hurt after that.
Yes, because Steve thinks of every single possibility and every single move that a Pokemon has available to it. It's like,
Anytime he team builds like Riley, anytime I sat there and listened to Riley's team build, dude, my head would hurt afterward. I'd be like, why? And
he's the sort of person I'd expect to try and find a use for the move Scrap, like unironically.
welcome, my name Jess. Jess? My name Jess. My name Jeff.
And then yes,
That's where I was going with that.
yeah.
I'm gonna quit going into your streams. Oh, rip. That's sad. But fair, I guess.
Yeah, that's bad.
If you have more important things, by all means. My life, your life is more important than my streams. What were we talking about before I said my name, Jeff?
Oh, wait. I think you missed the part for it. He said they said they're never going to quit going in your stream.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you missed.
It's okay. I can't read. I'm dyslexic. I misread stuff all the time. Dude, that's like my biggest fear. My biggest fear for starting streaming was I'm going to mess up everybody's things. And I still do. But, like, I kind of stream,
No,
Yeah, so, like,
I think you went to the point where you
They were
didn't
trying
really
like,
care at that point.
also saying like I'm gonna quit going up to your streams.
That's funny. I've had... Oh my god. Do you remember when the Rage Gamer or whatever came into my stream and all those people came in? Dude, there were so many people who were just, like, mean for... Like, they were, like, 8, and they were just mean to me for no reason. And I would just not be mean back. I'd be like, okay, that's your opinion. And people get so mad. They get so mad.
No, Snappy, do you remember during our Sword and Shield series where that one person just got mad because we wouldn't change our opinion on freaking people's preferences?
I don't remember that, but it sounds like something that we would do. I don't remember. What was that even about? Do you remember? I want more context. I might be able to remember.
Okay, so like we wouldn't change our opinion on like people being bi or anything like that.
Oh yeah, they were like doing bi erasure. Yeah. I see that stuff all the time. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's funny because they were like, yeah, if you don't change.
Yo,
your
upload a
opinion-
video.
Wait. They're like, if you don't change your opinion, I'm never coming back to one of your streams, and I'm just like, bye.
Okay.
Fun.
Yeah.
I
Dickhead.
think I was just in the stream just.
I was gonna say, I know that there was more people there, right? I'm pretty sure there's like 2 or 3 people in each chat. We were all laughing about it.
We had like 7 people in my chat and like I think 10 in yours, and it was just like, yo,
Like, okay.
Who the fuck is this guy?
And dude, there were so many people who were like trying to defend, like trying to aggressively, and I'm like, dude, it's not worth it. Like, bro,
Guys,
this guy's just
like, just let him be.
Yo,
It's all-
record some stuff, send it to me. Yeah, send me the link when you're done with it. I'll thumbs up it. Thumbs up? Is that what the kids say nowadays?
What does it like? It's
I
like
like how my name Jess like said sorry for confusion. Didn't know I could learn that move.
That's pretty good.
Are you an Abra?
Can Abra
I don't
learn
think
confusion?
I don't think Abra can learn it.
It might be like 14, or it might
He'd
be
have to
11. Yeah, might be a.
Well, I don't think he learns it because like he literally evolves at 15 and gets confusion.
I say it might learn on evolution.
Yeah, it's learn on evolution.
So it is technically learning it. It's just learning it.
No, I think it
It's
learns
just
it
learning
after it
after
evolves.
Spoon. It learns it after it gets a spoon.
He goes like, confused. I got a spoon. I can learn
Like,
confusion.
here's your ice cream.
No, wait. Yo,
The fuck
that's,
do I need an
that's
ice
why
cream
he learns
spoon?
it. That's why he learns it. He's
Yeah.
confused with how he got a spoon.
Bro is just confused.
He goes like, what does this spoon do? Why does this spoon suddenly appear from?
Yes.
What's
Well,
spoon do?
no, I like to say the lore is that he was eating ice cream and he had this spoon on the whole time.
Heck,
I just like.
I'm
I-
leaving.
I'm confused on where the spoon comes from when it evolves. Like I watched it evolve in the anime, and it just evolved holding a spoon, and I was like, Abra wasn't holding a spoon before.
You say they spent soul
You
control
should-
born with
Look,
clothes.
let's question this. How does it get two spoons after it evolves again?
Yo, where all those spoons come from?
Where are all those spoons coming from? And it's mega. It just
It is fair because Garrow's got a point. Like we see like Throw and Sock be born with clothes.
Yeah, why do they have pants, bro?
I
Why,
mean, like,
why
we-
does Scraggy have pants?
Can we also talk about how
Whole ass E.
you know when it evolves, it just instantly its hands just become boxing gloves?
Hey, so I was gonna make a video on top 10 Pokemon wearing clothes, and I still haven't got around to it. You guys want to help me make that video?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm down.
I know one it's gonna be the last on the list. Like it's gonna be number 10 or number 5 or whatever the last is on the list. It's gotta be Tangela, because bro, how them shoes though? How do you even wear those? Does he have
How does
feet
it move?
at the end of
How
his
does
noodles?
Here's when it evolves.
No, it has shoes as a Tangela. Red
I mean,
shoes.
yeah, but it loses them when it becomes a Tangro. Where do they go?
Does it? Does it lose them?
I think so.
Is it like
Throws them
a
in the-
is it like a turtle shell for his feet?
Is Tangela basically just Bowser?
And that's just a theory.
Yeah, no, Tangro loses because it just becomes nubs.
That's kind of sad.
You become nubs.
Where'd the shoes go?
We got.
I ate them.
We should be questioning more. What if those are not shoes? What if this is just?
No, I think it's a turtle shell.
Can we talk about how Timber just is born with like a piece of wood,
Yeah, bro, where'd he get the wood from?
and then when it evolves, it's just like some iron bar, and you're just sitting there like, how the
Wait,
frick did this happen?
Wait, you guys are dumb. Sock and Throw are only male and only female, so they can't be born. Because you can't mate one with the other.
But they have an egg group though.
Yeah, they do, but you can never get a Throw because you need a female. The female passes the genetics, right? So if you bred a Sock and a Throw, you'd only get Throws.
I feel like you could still get sock though.
You can't. Not. You can't breed a Sock unless you breed it with a Ditto. Then I guess you could get a Sock.
Yeah, if you do it with Ditto.
Yeah, but that's not the real world, Sebi. That's not how the world works.
I don't control how the Pokemon.
Unless you're saying, hey, every sock is in a container and they all are bred with Dittos just so there can be wild sock let out. They just, after they birth, they just throw them out in the wild and hope they survive.
Well, no. So, in black and white, that wasn't how breeding worked. It was just like, if it was male, so say if your mon was a male that you wanted, it would need to be male to be that. Like, because we did, I want to make sure I'm remembering this right.
Is it the male that passes the gene instead of the female?
No, like, it was just like, so say like Riolu and Zorua, I don't know if they share the same egg group.
Yeah,
or
whatever.
not.
Keep going.
Like, say your Riolu was male and your Zorua was female. If your egg was a female egg, you would always get a female Zorua. You would never get a female Riolu. And if it turned out to be a male, it would always be the Riolu and never Zorua.
Okay, so are we saying, kind of a separate conversation, are we saying that newer games, right, Scarlet and Violet, X and Y, all that stuff, are those the more canon games? Like, because they're newer technologies come out? Or are we saying that in Unova there's this weird thing where you can apparently get female and male from the same Pokemons?
I would say Sword and Shield would
Cloud on
probably
pause, welcome to the stream.
I think Unova would be the better breeding mechanic.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Yeah, but like, is it canon? Is it more? Is it more right? Or is Unova just weird?
Maybe us and Unova are just weird, but I think Unova would be the better mechanic.
Well, us, I disagree, but like, for the purpose of continuing Pokemon lineages, I think that makes more sense. But like, that's not how we work. That's not how humans work,
I mean,
they're not genetic. I mean, your daughter is not a specific genetic clone of your wife, right? It's a mix of the two, right? It's like, in Pokemon, that's not how that works, because you don't get hybrids of Pokemon, like.
I won't lie, that's what I genuinely thought when I first took Pokemon.
That's how Pokemon that's how Pokemon Fusion is created.
No, I won't lie. I took a Starly and a Zubat to the daycare because, like, it said, oh yeah, they'll level up the more you walk around, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, I'm gonna do this. So I left them there, and then I saw, like, on my Pokédex that there was an egg there. And I was like, oh god, am I about to get a hybrid of a Zubat and a Starly? What will that look like? That sounds awesome!
Wow, you were let down, huh?
I hatched it and it was just a Zubat, and I was like, oh. Now I'm depressed.
Fun fact.
That was a one miss opportunity from Game 3.
Fun fact.
Do you realize how many combos you'd have to do with that, though? Like, I don't blame them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. But fun fact, I decided one day, I got to the daycare and I was like, oh my god, I should put something in the daycare. But I was smart enough to know that I don't want to put, like a Pokemon that I have in my party in the daycare, but I wanted a Shinx. So I went back to Route 1, got a Shinx, brought it all the way back to the daycare, and then I put it in the daycare and forgot about it. And then, years later, I went back, and that level 4 at max Shinx that I could have gotten was level 48.
Jesus!
And I went and I took that level 48 Shinx, and I took it to the, battle tower, or I evolved it first, right, into a Luxray. And I took it to the battle tower, and I, beat everybody with it. And I was like, this is the strongest Pokemon of all time. Level 50 Luxray.
Level 50 Luxray. Luxray was coded back then, though.
Luxray was pretty solid.
Like like pretty much everybody started like with the same like 3 mons, and that was like Infernate, Star Raptor, and Lux, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it's
I didn't
completely
have
different.
either of those. I had on my original team. I had Twigs, my Turtwig. I had a Knocked Owl. I had a Pincer. I don't remember what else I
I
had.
just randomly decided I would change
That's like crazy.
I decided
So-
to change the menu too because I saw adorable. I saw
I won't lie. My first opinion of Pearl was really crazy because that was the first game I ever bought. So obviously, I'm biased to Gen 4.
Yeah, Pro was the first game I ever played.
Oh no, yeah, you are.
So I get
Gen 4's best
I
yet.
get the game.
Deal
I
with it.
bought it.
I wouldn't
like,
say
it
it's
was
best.
pre-owned.
It's my favorite.
It was pre-owned, and so I had just got done playing Sapphire, a game where you could still hit new game and just start over fully if you wanted to. So I get to Pearl and I see there's a save date on it, and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't really care. I'll just hit new game. And the game for the first, like, obviously for the first time, it warned you, oh, if you start a new game, you won't
can't
be able to
save.
overwrite the save data unless you go in and delete the save data.
Yep.
And so I would get upset because I was like, wait, that means, and I didn't know how to delete the save data, so I was upset because like I was stuck playing as whatever this person had. And they didn't even have like a single gym badge. They had just
Cat
got
Cam.
Piplup, and then that was it.
Cat Cam. Wow, you can't even see this cat. It's just
So-
sit in between my keyboard.
So it was funny because one of my brothers walked up to me. They're like, "Yo, why you playing as a girl?" I'm like, "Cause I can't figure out how to delete the save data."
Yeah, I had to Google it a lot.
No, so you wanna know what I figured out?
Google.
You wanna know what I figured out? So as a kid, I used to read the manual so many times, and I figured out that the manual kind of tells you how to do it.
Bro read the manual. Who are you? R2D2?
So I wouldn't read the manual. I would just flip through it to see if any of the Pokemon of the region were in it.
Bro, I don't
just
think I
get-
ever got a manual.
So I was just like super excited to like see what was in the manual just to look at the pictures. And I remember the Pearl manual had like the gym leaders at the very end of it.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, yo, I get to fight these people. Then I still never beat Pearl for like 7 years after obtaining it.
Fun fact. So I had
figured it
I
out.
had,
figured
like-
out how to do it like that.
I had like Pearl and Heart Gold and a couple other games. I knew how to play Pokemon at this point. But what I did was I bought like a Pokemon Emerald guide, right? And at the very end of the Pokemon Emerald guide, it has every single battle tower person and their team. And I was
Yo.
like, that's crazy, because in the battle tower, like, it just showed them. Like, it didn't show an order, it didn't show a break in between all of them. There was like 40 of them. And I was like, what? There's like an Elite Four where you have to face 40 people without healing, without going to the Pokemon Center, this stuff, that stuff. And I was like, that's crazy. But you obviously don't have to do them all in a row and you get healed. But I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god. I always thought it would be the coolest thing.
So fun fact about me. So I never actually fully completed a Pokemon game till Pokemon White 2.
That's
Pokemon White 2
crazy.
Pokemon White 2 was my first ever completed Pokemon game where I'd actually beat the champion and everything.
Same.
Um,
I got to beat Heart Gold after that.
so with Pearl, so because of the fact like I didn't have access to a computer, internet, or anything like where I could like look up guides. So with Pearl, I would get the 7th gym badge, and then I would get stuck trying to figure out how to get to Spear Pillar. So I would get frustrated and just delete my whole save data and just start over.
Wow. Oh my god.
So I ended up, so I would get to that point, restart, get to that point, restart. And so finally one day, after I had gotten like a phone that had actually could get on YouTube and stuff, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna actually play through it all this time. This is gonna be the run where I finally beat this game. Like I said, 7 years after I got it, I went in, started my save, and then I finally beat Pearl.
That's crazy. It's really weird.
What made it funnier, I picked Piplup as my starter, and then it was literally down to, like in the Sunny Shore Gym, it was down to his Luxray versus my Empoleon. And somehow I still beat him.
I had, in my games, what I would do was, I'd obviously beat the game, and I beat every game. I would just start to finish, beat them all, and then I'd try to, get all my Pokemon to level 100. And then once Black and White came out, I wanted to do competitive stuff, but obviously, one, I didn't have internet, and two, I didn't know anything about competitive, other than the fact that you had to get all of your Pokemon to level 100. So I would go to, Blackthorn City and climb the tower and get every Pokemon to level 100. And I had, 50 Pokemon at level 100. I was cooking. But I remember... what I would do on my other save files is I would go and I would restart the game, but give myself an all-unique team. Completely different than I had. Or what I would do is I would trade in Pokemon that weren't supposed to be in that game, right? So I would trade in, I would start 2 files. I would start Heart Gold and I would start, Platinum. And then I would trade the starters to the other games. And play through Platinum with a Cyndaquil. And then play through Heart Gold with a, Infernape, It was really weird.
Actually...
Or I did an all fire type run, or stuff like that.
I think so one of the weirder things I did, my freshman year was when I got my first 3DS, and that was because my dad bought it for me, and he bought me Pokemon Y with it. So I remember I sat down, and this is when I first figured out that you could put Wi-Fi on the 3DS.
Yep.
So I went to my mother and I said, "Hey, can I have the Wi-Fi password so I can play online?" I got told no.
Yep, same.
So I remember one day I was just playing around in the settings of my 3DS just so I could be I wonder if I can cheat my way into the Wi-Fi. So, and I ended up finding and so I finally was I'm just gonna watch the tutorial here on the 3DS and see what it tells me to do. And so I noticed that it said push the button on the router. I was like, oh god, they keep telling me that's the reset button. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna follow what the 3DS says. And I hit the button and it just gave me instant access to the Wi-Fi. And I'm like, yo, I just cheated my way into internet.
I had a 3DS and I had the Wi-Fi settings, but I had the wrong password. My parents gave me the wrong password. And so I just thought it wouldn't work. I thought the DS was my DS was messed up and I just couldn't get it. So I never did anything on the Wi-Fi until I got my Switch freshman year of college.
Yo.
So that's the first time I played online, was my freshman year of college.
I remember one day I was doing Wonder Trades on Pokemon Y, and my mom happened to see me do it. And I was like, uh-oh. And she was like...
She knows.
And it was a Japanese, Zigzagoon that I had just gotten. And she was like, how'd you do that? And I said, oh, it's just built into the game. I was like, yeah, that's just built into the game. You can like go to this person and they'll just give you a random Pokemon. And it could just have like a random, like it could be just random. Like it could be like from Japan or something. It's weird. I decided to do that for a run. And she was like, oh, okay. And just walked away. Did not question it. I think it took my little sister ratting me out to my mother that I had found out how to put internet on my DS. And she asked me, she's like, how did you do it? And I'm like, the DS told me to push the button, so I pushed the button.
It's crazy I don't have a shiny yet.
She then also proceeded to ask me, she's like, if your DS told you to jump off a cliff, would you do it?
Oh, chestnuts.
I was
You know,
like, I
it's
think
funny enough because you want to know what my answer would be to that? Yes, I probably.
I always
that-
answered yes to that question.
that was the first time I answered yes to that question.
I always did.
Yeah.
Every
Like,
teacher
you
got so mad at me.
would. I would answer yes to that question immediately.
I answered yes for the first time to that question, and she got super mad at me. I think I got grounded for like 2 months for that one.
You're going like, I don't care. You know, it's like that when you go like, the 3DS has saved my life. You can take my life as well.
Well, I think what like here's the funny part that never tipped her off. I remember there was one day I was talking to my friend on my 3DS because we were playing Omega Ruby doing battles, and for some reason like the battles would actually have like voice chat features, which I thought was really cool back then. And so she would hear me talking to somebody and be like, and she never got tipped off that I was using the internet to play Pokemon.
The question is, did you have a phone?
No, not at that time. I didn't. So
Okay, then it should have tipped her off that you were on the Wi-Fi.
I would sit in the living room and be talking to someone on my DS.
Maybe your parents thought you were just talking to yourself.
Yeah, Sebby did that a lot.
I mean, I did talk to myself, but like it wasn't like that, and that was what was really interesting. Like I was having a full-blown conversation on my couch.
You know, I feel like in their mind they were like,
Yeah, we have a weird child. Our child is special.
No, so like she would, like it was just so weird because she'd be like, "Who are you talking to?" And I would actually answer. I would tell the truth. I'm like, "Oh, I'm talking to Kevin." And she goes, "Oh, okay." And it's like,
One thing that was really weird, I had an iPod Touch before I had a phone, so
You know,
my parents could keep me busy on long road trips, and I had found this like app that would text. It would text and call like a normal phone, and I would use it to like talk to my friends and stuff. And my parents were like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Talking to my friends." And they're like, "No, your iPod can't do that." Bro, I'm doing it. I don't know what you want. And then they were like, "Okay, maybe that's not a bad thing." So then my parents like gave me their number and stuff, you know, so that they could contact me. And then they were like, "Well, instead of having like an iPod that only works when you're connected to Wi-Fi, maybe we should have a phone so that if you're not on Wi-Fi, we can still contact you." So I still would text my parents through the iPod, but I would, anytime I needed to call them, I would call them through the phone.
No.
And then I jumped in the pool with both, so that ruined them.
So what was funny, Phoenix? Because you asked like, did I have a phone at that point? So, 8th grade, they had got me like a track phone through their provider. I don't know how they did that, but they did it. And so,
just hearing the words track phone.
I don't even know what that means.
like, it was like one of those phones that's like super tiny. It has a dial pad, and like it wasn't even like a touchscreen or anything. So I got that, and my older sister got an actual iPhone, and I was like, really? Like, they spent $600 on her and then dropped like 30 on me, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. At least I have some way to talk to my friends. So, about 2 weeks after I got my trap phone, they turned around and they finally bought me a smartphone. Well, I had made someone mad in 8th grade, so what they did, instead of fighting me, they took a carton of chocolate milk and poured it into my backpack when I wasn't looking. And my phone got ruined because at that time I didn't really carry my phone in my pocket. It was just always in my bag. And then I got home and I showed my dad what had happened. I'm like, I guess someone poured chocolate milk into my bag and my phone is messed up. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, I'm going to put it in some rice and, it'll be fine. I'm like, okay.
It wasn't fine.
Well, he left it in the rice for 10 minutes and then decided, all right, I'm going to plug it in. And he shorted out my phone.
Oh, nice.
And then my mother refused to buy me another phone because she said it was my fault for letting them pour chocolate milk into my bag. And it's like, I didn't let them do it. They just did it.
I wasn't watching the person pouring it, and knew it was happening.
And then I think, so that's 8th grade. I did not get another phone till my junior year of high school. Or no, I got one freshman year. They got me another track phone. Said, this is what you're using. And then they turned it off sophomore year. And got my little sister a phone instead and said, yeah, no, we just didn't buy you a phone.
Yeah, there was a point where I didn't have a phone. And they were like, yeah, well, you're not like...
I had to be for like a few years for a phone like
Well, no, and so what really got worse is because, like, my junior year of high school was where they started, like, really pushing for students to, like, have a phone.
Abby!
Because the teachers would do, like, stuff like Kahoot. And if you couldn't participate, you would get a 0 for the day.
Damn. Brutal.
So I would get upset because, like, here I am, I'd be at home, mom would be like, why'd you get a 0 on this? It's like, because I can't participate. I'm like, I've asked for a laptop, y'all won't get me a laptop. I've asked for a tablet, you won't get me a tablet. I'm like, and I've asked for a phone that's a smartphone, like the school has requested y'all get me, so I don't miss these things, and y'all won't get me it. They're like, you've not asked for any of that. And I'm like...
Yeah, I remember I was texting somebody one day, and I had my phone, and they took it away from me, and they're like, hey, you're grounded from your phone, you can't have this. And then, like, the next day, I went to school and went to basketball practice, and nobody picked me up for, like, 2 hours, and the gym closed, and so I had to walk to the gas station, and I was like, I hope somebody finds me eventually. Like, I can't contact them. I don't have a phone. So I sat there and did homework with the guy that owned the gas station, because it was a small town, and I knew everybody. So.
No, so what was really, what's funny about that? My parents, they would get mad that I wouldn't have a phone, but then refuse to buy me a phone.
Yeah, I think I got a phone, like, the next day, or, like, they gave it back or something, because, like, they were like, oh my god, we thought we lost you, and I was like, I could have texted you, like...
I could have texted you.
Yeah, like, this would have been really easy had I had a phone. And they were really reluctant to give it back to me.
So what was funny about that is, I remember there was one day my mom grounded me from my phone. She was like, yeah, so of the mornings when you go to school, you can come in here and get it, but it has to stay here for that. And it's like, okay. So I remember one morning I went to go grab my phone out of their room, And my mom's like, what are you doing? I'm like, getting my phone. I'm about to leave for school. She's like, no, it stays here today. And it's like, okay, whatever. And then all of my freaking classes that day did Kahoot. So I got a 0 in all because I just had to sit there and be like, yep, Bobby, where's your phone? I'm like, Mom wouldn't let me bring it. So, this is what happens.
There was one time where I was playing like video games on my iPod Touch before bed. The classic.
Yeah.
Or after bed when I was supposed to be asleep, and my dad took it away from me, which like fair, whatever. But he never gave it back to me. And this was like, I don't know, freshman or like 8th grade year, and like my junior year, I asked for it back. Like he never gave it back to me, and he forgot about it, like legitimately forgot about it. And my mom was like, "Oh my God, here," and gave it back to me, and then, was gonna like talk to my dad about it and be like, "Oh my God, why'd you take this forever?" And then I couldn't remember the password, so I had to literally reset the entire iPod.
So back then,
and delete
I
all this
used
stuff.
an iPod Touch, and I had Text Me and Text Now. That's what was popular, Text Me, Text Now.
Yeah, I don't remember what mine was, but yeah, probably.
And
I probably
Kick,
did the same
that's
thing.
where Kick started. They also had this thing called Tango, which is something completely different now. Don't look it up.
It's a dance.
But
You're
Tango used to be
telling
popular.
viewers not to look something up, and viewers are gonna go look it up just because you
Back
said
then.
that.
So back then it was Text Now, Text Me, and then Tango used to be a video calling app, and now it's turned into basically what Kick has turned into.
Oh.
So,
Let's be honest, me kicking all these dances.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Happy remake. Whoa. No.
Yeah.
Phoenix, we don't need to know about your accounts, too.
I'm going to the. You just figure. You just find that out from other people.
No. So Snappy, I did something similar, but I actually got away with that.
Yeah, I guess the last part of my whole point here was like, my mom gave me it back. I had to reset it. I told my mom I had to reset it. She felt really bad. And then like the next day she sat me down and was like, hey, even parents make mistakes. If you think something's wrong, make sure somebody knows, And I was like, I just want my iPod back.
It's like, I just wanted it back. I don't care. No, so, I remember I was playing White 2 in bed one day. Like, I had school the next morning, and I heard my dad start coming through the house, because my room was on, like, the whole other side of the house.
Yep.
So what I did was I closed the DS, put it under my bed, and put it, like, right by the bed rest, like the leg of the bed, and crawled back into bed really quickly. I don't know how I managed that. Like, I turned over, and, like, Dad came in seeing me turn over, and he looks, and he goes, all right, raise your pillow up. I'm like, okay.
It's not there.
And by this point, he's used to my usual tricks. So he goes, all right, take your pillow out of your pillowcase and let's check. And I was like, all right. And I did that. And he sees, like, the DS is nowhere near there. So he's like, so you weren't up playing the DS? I'm like, no, I've just been laying here in silence. Like, I'm struggling to sleep. He goes, all right, go take a melatonin and go back to bed.
That's
Oh
funny.
yeah, go take a drug and go back to bed.
Yeah. You need drugs at this age.
That was his solution.
His solution was, you're not going to be able to sleep with this. Or you're not going to be able to play games with this.
So I go in there, fake taking it,
Nice.
drink a cup of water really quick, and then I go back in there and just continue to play
Continue
White
playing.
2.
Yeah. So unlike Sebi, I had a door on my room, but that didn't make that hard, right? So, my house is structured really weird. Like, it's not a spiral staircase, but like it's made like a spiral staircase. There's 4 main floors of my house, right? So there's like the basement, and then there's the living room, and then there's like the kitchen, my bed, and my sister's bedroom, and then upstairs is just my parents' master bedroom. So it's kind of a weird. It's really weirdly structured. So there was a dead spot in the floor on at the bottom of the staircase of my parents' stairs. So I would always know when somebody's coming because they would hit that dead spot. And then by the sound that made, I knew which person it was. And then I could quickly like throw this over, you know, and then yeah. And then they would open the door and I'd hear the door open. So I had like a minuscule extra time. But also, there were some points where like I was playing video games, I'd have to shut my DS, right? And then put it under my pillow or under me or whatever. And I'd have to make my parents, you know, fake them out. Make sure that they don't think. And there was one time I remember where we talked. Like, I had to hide something and I hid it under... It was either under my pillow or under my body. And I closed either my skin or the pillowcase in it, and it was still making sound, and I could hear the little song that was playing because it was probably some theme of one of the Pokemon towns. And so I was like, oh my god, they're going to be able to hear it. And then we had this really long conversation where I had to make sure that somebody was talking the entire time. And I got away with it. And that's probably the craziest thing. It was probably so quiet and nobody would have ever noticed, even if there would have been dead time. But dude, I felt like I'd pulled off a heist.
Yo, so like it's funny because you brought up like me not having a door. So there was one time where I actually had a door that I could shut and everything. And I remember I turned on the TV and I was watching like the black and white anime.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there, and I hear someone start to approach my room. And so I cut off the TV, and then I jump, and mid-jump, my door opens, and all my dad sees is me
in the air. You just like horizontally, perfect football stance. That's so funny.
He's just like, and he looks at me, looks at the TV, because he sees because he still sees like the direct TV box, and like the box is still lit up blue, which means it was still on.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know what? I'm not even mad. He's just like, why did you jump across the room? I'm like, because I'm not supposed to be on electronics. And he goes, oh. And he just goes, whatever. And just closes the door.
We had the coolest thing growing up. I hated it, but we had the coolest thing. So, right outside my room, there was the hallway, right? And in the hallway was one of the little, like, electric heater thingies that we had in our house. And it was really nice. But on the electric heater, my parents had this little pad. And you'd plug your phone into it, and it was a magnet, and you'd set your phone on the magnet, and it would charge. And so your electronics would be, like, charged when you woke up the next day. And it was really, really cool, but obviously I had to put my electronics out there, and there were some points where I would put my electronics out there, and then I'd wake up in the middle of the night, go get them, and then bring them to my room and play with them. Which happened a lot, so I'd sneak out of my room, which was kind of funny. I never read a book. You know, I was always playing video games.
Well, I would get forced, like, so... I remember there was one point I made my mother so mad that she walked into my room and pulled out every single electronic out of my room. Or at least she thought she did, because I would always manage when she would have one of those tantrums to like hide my DS and I would always like hide it in my desk so she would never know.
Yeah.
And so like I remember there was one day, she was like, all you're allowed to do for the next month is read. And I'm like, okay. So what I would do, I would sit at my desk and open like a book, and I would make sure like every like minute or so to like flip the page. But in secret, I was playing like Pokemon Pearl
That's so funny.
for the whole month.
I remember this traumatized me. So I was always supposed to help my dad work on whatever car or project he was working on, and I'd have to stay out in the garage for like 3 hours a day and just help him work on stuff. And one time I came inside, and as I was using the restroom, I pulled out my DS to play on it. Well, apparently I was on it for probably a very long time, assumedly. So when I came out of the bathroom, he was like waiting for me. And I was trying to put it in my pocket and very, very obviously failing to put this in my pocket. And so he grabbed it from me and he was like, no more. Like, we're done. And he threw it in the he like dropped it into the trash can. And I was so mad. And I was like so mad for so many days. Yeah, it was terrible. And then I found it. It was just like sitting on the counter, like, you know, he'd obviously pulled it out and, you know, set it there. And so I knew that he was planning on taking it up to his room, and so I just pulled the game out of it and put it in a different DS that I had and kept playing it. Like, I got one over on him.
It's always fun to get one over on your parents. Like, it's...
Oh, yeah, it's always fun. Worse because I used to have a curfew just for games, and I go like, I'm gonna sneak myself in and play this for a good longer. The good thing is, mom didn't go upstairs until like midnight, so I had until midnight to be in secret. Because I was supposed to, I would go like, you have until 10 until bedtime to play video games, and like the moment that bedtime came around, I go like, I'm stuck in a level, so I continue playing. My mom comes into the room because, unfortunately, by the time my brother's stuff was in the room, because we shared a room, so my shit was in her room, and she goes like, it's midnight. You're supposed to be in bed. Like, one more level. I'll save in a minute. He came to the point where he just laid in bed and just watched me play video game. Play until it got to the point. She would take my DS and hide it somewhere, but I will always find it.
Good times, the good old days.
No, I will get in trouble so many times, and I go like, she will hide it, and I go like, and luckily I was a quiet little mouse, so I would like openly open the drawers, look through the shit, go like, there it is. And my mom just goes like, and I go like, before my mom goes back into her room, I just put it back there, and I go like, and I don't know why, this is the fucked up part, because she goes like, she goes calling my name and saying, you were messing in a drawer looking for your DS, weren't you? No.
There were so many times where I'd get away with, you know, closing my DS and putting it under my pillow. If it weren't for the Mario 64 sound, bye-bye, and then I'd get got.
No, so I would do the same thing you would do. I would close the DS, put it under the pillow, and fake go to sleep.
Yeah.
Then they would come to they never did the whole research kind of check. They just heard like Because since I was half deaf, I had to put everything in a mixed file so I can hear it.
Mm.
So they one moment my mom just comes closer to the bed and just hears and I was playing Link. I go like, what are you doing? Nothing. Here's yes. Now. I don't have it. Left it in your room.
Oh, shiny Spinda!
I go like, it's not in my room. If it was in my room, you would have put it where I told you.
I got a shiny today.
Yay!
Ambi, are you still here?
That was the one time I got caught just because of playing Legend of Zelda. It just told me off. The only thing I never got caught with is I never got caught playing Pokemon because I would get a headache from hearing the music too much for some reason as a kid. Despite how good it was. You're thinking forgetting to go to your stream. For some reason.
Rude. It's because you don't like me.
That is not true.
It's true.
If I didn't like you, I wouldn't be here.
If I didn't like you, I wouldn't be in a call with you.
I don't like being in a call with me.
I just don't like me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way about you.
I just don't like being in. I just sometimes don't like being in calls. I sometimes feel like I'm forced to be in a call.
I thought never mind.
You were gonna insult someone, weren't you?
I already insulted you, but I was gonna apologize, but then I was like, I don't even know if you heard it, so I probably shouldn't apologize.
Okay.
I figured you probably wouldn't.
What?
I figured you wouldn't care.
Oh. For some reason, when you said what you just said then, it came out as like, I thought you would bubble bob. It's like, the fuck do you mean bubble bob?
Yeah, bro. I'm insulting you by blah 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 blah.
Oh, bubble bob.
He wanted to insult you in fish.
I thought you turned into a sim.
Bro, I have fish.
You must have learned the fish talk from them then.
I have 2 fish tanks right now. Why don't I have a shiny? I mean, I guess I have a Spinda, right?
You look like a fish tank.
Somebody should make that emote.
I want to beat up a motorcycle.
Okay, 15 more eggs for Metatite, and then I'm ending the stream.
50 or 15.
Teen! Like,
Okay,
teen pregnancy.
I went like 50. I got like, god damn. I always make 2 boxes full of eggs just for that, just for shiny hatching.
I should definitely have a shiny at this point. Like, I'm sure I'm over odds for both.
You should, but somehow
Somehow I've gotten 3 shiny Spindas.
Yeah.
And I killed 2 of them. Yeah, sometimes I think there's a game that it emits so much light when the eggs hatch, and I'm like, oh god, is that like a new shiny thing? And I'm like, no, it's just whatever it is.
I kind of imagine the next game they just make it a way where you can tell when a shiny from it just from looking at the hatching of the egg.
I believe it's in Mystery Dungeon. If you get an egg, instead of green spots, it'll be gray if it's a shiny.
I still say to myself, I am surprised that I never got a shiny in Mystery Dungeon.
I'd never
I didn't
played
even know
Mystery
you
Dungeon.
could get shinies in Mystery Dungeon.
I played Mystery Dungeon, but I was never.
It might not be Mystery Dungeon. It might be like Gale of Darkness or something. But the egg thing is there. But I don't remember. It's one of the side games.
I just went to myself and went like, how is this not possible? Like, there's shinies in every other game. How is there no shinies in Mystery Dungeon?
In Pokemon Quest, there's shinies as well.
That I know.
Yeah, I have a bunch of shinies in Pokemon Quest.
It's funny. I never played those games, but I know very much about them. Like, unfortunately, I grew up with the Game Boy in a PlayStation 1, so I never grew up. You know.
Pokemon Quest is on the phone. It's a phone game.
Yeah, I didn't have a phone by the time that it came out. Either.
I opened BlueStacks.
I think my first technically spin-off Pokemon game was Pokemon Battle Revolution.
Mine was Ranger.
For me, it was Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team. Oh wait, Blue. The one thing I'm still wishing for is another Pokemon Rangers. And every time I don't see it, I go like, I feel like that feel like they just erased it from existence at this point.
By the way, in Pokemon Quest, there's like the main story, right? But there's not a story, but like there's the main levels, and then like after you beat that, there's like 10 levels that are like ranked and they're like insane. And even if you have like level 100, it's like you're probably not gonna beat it. And I got all the way to the last level, and I don't know how to beat it, and I just never. I looked it up once, and I was like, "Ah, this is a waste of my time." And so I still haven't beat the final level, and I should probably do that someday. Strawberry, how are you doing?
Shit.
Whoa! PG-13. Well, I guess that would mean one swear word. But that would mean that Phoenix's swear word was the one swear word, so. I'm alright, how about you? I'm doing pretty adequate, I would like to think.
Man, those swear words come out of my mouth more
No.
unexpected than Sebi streams.
No shinies in these games yet, so.
You know, I always said something was a terrible shiny luck, but I think I'm taking it back.
I almost never go over odds. Like, I've done multiple series where like I've only ever I've done like 10 shinies and I've only ever gone over odds on like one of them, you know. But you know, the hunts that I've been doing recently have been testing my patience. So like
It's
the
kind of the-
Arceus hunt.
It's kind of the reason why I stopped shining because it just drives me insane.
Yeah, the Arceus shiny hunt was nuts. That one, I was 5,400 or something like that. However, my Darkrai and my Regigigas were like 3,400, 3,100, which is well under odds.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm kind of. It's funny Because I'm also waiting for the time period. I'm looking at the clock and I go like, is it dinner time yet? And I look at the clock and I go like, no, it's not.
My schedule, my like sleep schedule is so messed up because I mildly try to plan it around my boyfriend's sleep schedule, but he works nights. So like most of the time he's not awake. He goes to bed at like 3 to 4 o'clock, which is like dinner time. So like he just, doesn't eat dinner, just goes to work. Which would be the morning for him, right? So I don't know. It's really weird. So most of the time I'm just eating dinner by myself.
This point, I've been trying to make my sleep schedule go like to go to sleep at 12 midnight, and I go like every time that I try, I either go a few minutes, or I stay awake until fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. And I go like, oh damn it.
Yeah, dang it.
Oh, it's a go-go. It's a go.
Yeah, one of them.
Go.
No, all I heard was a go. It's a go. Look at the stream and I go like, that's a go-goat.
I really wanted to bring my shiny Go-Goat into BDSP, but fun fact.
I want to catch a shiny. I want to get a shiny Go-Go because they look so cool.
They're so cute. That's Glaceon's second favorite Pokemon. Was Go-Goat.
I actually have one Scarlet Violet. Like just legit that I hunted for.
Yeah. I didn't hunt for mine. It just randomly happened.
I've been trying to get. Funny enough, I've been just trying to get a. I've been trying to do 3.
Sebi, Solar's talking shit.
I heard you were talking shit about me.
She is.
Somehow that is not an unusual thing to say.
Okay, I have 5 eggs in the Metatite, and then 9 eggs in the Gliscor, so... So I will be hunting all of those, and then I will be ending my stream.
So what you be hunting?
At roughly 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I am so surprised that I miss these streams. Because I don't get notified for these for some reason.
You should check your notifications there, bucko.
That's the first thing I checked actually when I
Buckaroo.
And I look, it just I haven't fully notified me for everything. I don't know if it's just like at the time they stream, my YouTube just gets loaded with notifications that some of them just don't go in.
Like after the battle happened today, I was thinking about being like, hey, nobody's in my chat. Can you guys just open my stream and like it? So like maybe somebody will pop in the chat. But I was like, that would probably take away from what's happening, you know? Oh my god, Garo. I'm excited for the 2 fights in the AA draft league.
What's the 2 fights? Is there 2 fights? I was there, or
it's Riley and Lex, and then it's Witty and the Irish Bandits.
what are they fighting today? Are they?
They're not fighting today, but I'm really excited for those 2 fights because that determines who fights each other, right? The winner of that fight fights the winner of the other fight,
Yeah.
And then the winner of that fight fights Tim, and then the winner of Tim fights me.
No.
It's wild because like I didn't care about winning in that draft league,
Yeah.
like at all.
It's-
Like
It's surprising that I don't. This is like the first time, one of the first times I hear Snappy so happy just for a battle.
I think that since I have been so nonchalant in that draft league, I think it's actually made me play better, especially since I have Glaceon, right? Because Glaceon is he's good at keeping me like level-headed, I think. Good to bounce ideas off of and stuff. So, yeah. The fact that I've not really super focused on that one, I think, has made me more calm in the battles. That's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
It makes me and Mooney probably feel better that we beat you.
Yeah, didn't you beat Tim as well? Or did you not beat Tim?
Not this season.
Okay.
I did last season. Mooney has not beaten Tim.
Yeah, you guys beat us, Riley beat us, and I think that's it?
Well, we beat you at the end because you were our last fight, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I lost to Tim, obviously. Lost to Tim, lost to Riley, and I lost to you guys.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, because if Riley wins 2 fights, then I'm facing either Riley or Tim, and I can't beat either of them.
Especially not Riley with this fucking
Oh.
storm team.
I think my team into Riley's is way better than it is my team into Tim's.
Well, you seem to handle Tim when you played him.
Okay, it's because he didn't bring either of the counters. So my team that I brought into Tim was banking on the fact that Milotic didn't come and banking on the fact that Superior didn't come. And neither of them came. And so I was just in a really, really good position the entire time. But it was still such a hard fight, and I think he read so much of what was going on. It was, I don't know. It was incredibly impressive.
Yeah.
Tim just as a whole impresses me.
Tim's a mental person to play against.
Mental, yeah, I was gonna say mental in the way that it's crazy, and mental in the fact that it's such hard mental work to play against him. I'm gonna make sure that I have the Ditto that's a German Ditto. Yeah, it's a German Ditto. Because if I was out here doing like full odds on freaking
On a regular
Uh,
fucking day.
yeah, on a hunt, yeah, that would have sucked.
At that point, I would go to myself. That's why you know.
Yeah, like you don't even deserve it at that point. All right,
When I'm doing that exercise, I try my best to find my Japanese stuff.
I probably had 400 eggs hatched this stream, and none of them are shiny, so that kind of sucks. I'm gonna also make sure it's my foreign Ditto over here too. Oh man, I have to release all these Pokemon. Yep, another German Ditto. Okay, I'm actually gonna also release all these.
There's only a quick way to release multiple monsters at once.
Yeah, Pokemon Home does a decent job.
And that's the one thing I love from Pokemon Home, that you can release multiple at once. And I go like, that's just amazing. They should implement that in the
They should just like have it should be like the template that is like The one that makes you you can select a whole box, but when you do them
Yeah.
in Pokemon Home, you just have to select them individually, but you can do them faster because you don't have to go through the text. It's like it's
Yeah.
faster, but like I wish it was like faster, you know?
No, I
Both
wish to do
of
that
them.
same thing like with the select like you select like a whole like if you had like a whole box of the same month, like select the whole month and it will give you the option to like release it or something.
Yeah, also, I don't know if you noticed the playtime on this cartridge, but it's 999 hours and 59 minutes, which is the maximum playtime. My Scarlet copy, which I haven't played near as much, is at 850 right now. So it's still up there.
We have for the weirdest fact the one game that is so high. It's just my my Animal Crossing. Somehow Scarlet hasn't beaten that. Despite how much I played it.
I have maxed out the playtime on every new game that I have. So I've maxed out the playtime on Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I maxed out the playtime on X and Y. I maxed out the playtime on not Sun and Moon, but Ultra Sun and Moon.
Yeah, I'm freaking
I maxed out the playtime on Sword and Shield, BDSP, and this.
I don't know if I should get. I'm thinking of getting. Oh, instead of getting Sun and Moon, I'm just gonna skip straight to Ultra Sun and then get my Y.
Yeah. If you were gonna pick having Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, just go Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. It's like the platinum of Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, or the Emerald of Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I hate saying that because I don't totally agree with that opinion, and if somebody else said that, I'd be kind of upset. But if you were only allowed to get one, yeah, definitely go for.
No, because I'm making a list. I'm making a list. I'm making two. I'm making a list. I'm making a list of Pokemon games. A list of games that I want to play, like Yokai Watch. Despite that I'm playing them on an emulator right now.
Yeah.
And a list of games that I've been wanting to play that I never got to play. Like a bunch of the Mario games that I wanted to play on the DS, I never got to play them on the DS.
Yeah, I remember when the Switch came out and they released it with Mario Odyssey, and I was like, I have to play that game.
That was one of my games that I wanted to get, but I didn't have a Switch. And I go like, God damn it!
Yeah, I still haven't played it. I never bought Mario Odyssey.
I have Mario. The best I have right now is Mario 3D World.
I have Mario 3D World. I have New Super Mario Bros. I have Mario Kart. All that stuff.
I want to play the other Legend of Zelda games, but the only one I have is Breath of the Wild, and for some reason Breath of the Wild just bored me too quickly.
Yeah, I was supposed to speedrun Breath of the Wild with this guy, and it was going to be me and this guy, and neither of us have ever played Breath of the Wild. And it was going to be a speedrun, and it was going to be really funny.
I think the one thing that took my enjoyment from Breath of the Wild is the fact that all the weapons had a duration. I go like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
That's brutal.
It's the one thing I love games with weapon duration, but I don't. But like Breath of the Wild, they broke too quickly.
Is Sebi still here? No.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
just muted.
I was gonna ask him what he's gonna be streaming tonight. Because if he's gonna be streaming, like shiny hunting, I'll just grab more eggs and just do a bunch of shiny hunting.
So I think what he's doing, if I'm not wrong, I think it's either putting the baby to sleep or feeding the baby.
He's gonna stream feeding the baby.
Somehow I'm surprised it's surprising that has never happened because he always streams after he puts the baby to bed.
Yeah, I mean, I would stream feeding the baby, But also Vera doesn't want
But
the baby's
then
face,
there's
so
then
that
there's
makes
the
sense.
other option of Solar doesn't want the baby's face around it.
Yeah, that which makes sense.
Yeah. I wouldn't want my baby to be exposed that early.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a baby, so I can't answer really. Okay, that is going to be my stream. So, if you guys liked the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Do everything the YouTubers tell you to do. And we will see you guys next time. Bye!